Okay, now we're going to do this side of the napkin. So I'm going to pick up the closed shape tool. Thank you. And click on Fill. Scroll in, because I've got to get inside that shape, and by the looks of it I moved that shape too far. I'm going to tell that stop for a minute. Click on this and I thought I had locked that background image. Lock. Okay, that one. Yeah, I moved it too far inside. So and then grab this handle and just ease it out a touch. That's better. That's what happens when you start digitizing on the wrong image. Right, digitize closed shape. I've grabbed Fill. Up into that area of the beak. Inside his ear and finish on that point. Okay. Now it does look like a little devil, doesn't it? Okay, back out of True View and carving stamp. Start digitizing. That clears the first lot of stitches. Enter once to set the points. Once to set the point. Now this one might not show up too well because it's very similar to the fill angle. Then this one. Now I click again and tell it stamp, and we'll look at it in TrueView. There it is. You see it lost the definition here a bit, but that's okay. There's just enough there to tell us that there's something going on. Right, my endpoint is all the way down here and I want it up here, just there. So I select that and I go to reshape and I move that endpoint up to here. And I could select use closest join when digitizing, but I prefer to set my own. I tell that stop, and right click on an empty spot and tell it I want the object properties back. Thank you. Digitize close shape. Up inside the beak. Move the end point, if I could see it. There's the start. There's the, no, that's not the end. The end is there somewhere. I'm going to hide display for a minute and I tap my D key to do that. Now it's up there, opposite to this one. And then tap my D key again on my keyboard to bring back the image. Tell that stop. And go and pick up digitize close shape again. Right, out of TrueView, and I need to move that endpoint. Bring that out a bit further. Okay, digitize close shape, fill, satin. Now we have a lovely function in this program. The Bernina software has had it for a long time, need to move in. And I'm trapping the end stitches of the end of the nappy. That's the other side of his beak. Go on, in you go. Okay. Now, I swore I chose software settings, auto fabrics. Auto fabric. No, I don't want pure cotton. I wanted custom terry toweling. Okay. And the trouble is it won't have an effect now until the next object that I create. And I don't want it at 0.36. I want it at 0.43. Okay. And I don't want auto split on this. Now I'm going to go and tell it add stitch angles, because I don't know if you can see it. I'll get rid of display. See those dots? That's the program saying to me, oh no you don't, you can't have that. And it, that length of stitch, I wouldn't want it. Right, bottom of the beak. There's my end point, and I don't want it there, I want it up here. And I'm going to tell that stop. I'm going to turn off True View, pick up Digitize Open Shape, that's your run line tool. Come over as far as here, and closed shape, fill. Fill is quite a lazy tool, keeps nodding off to sleep, so you've got to keep reminding it it's got to wake up because you need it. Right, and I'm just going to select that. It didn't change it. What was the auto spacing on that? Nope. Okay, add stitch angle. There we go, and there's my end point right where I want it. Now, normally I would digitize with a grid of 2 millimeters. I don't use Imperial. And 10 millimeter grid is a wee bit too big for me. Okay, there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, at least 9 millimeters wide. Now, yes, a lot of our sewing machines can do 9 millimeter stitches, but this is embroidery and it doesn't use your sewing machine settings. and most embroidery machines do not like doing wide satin stitches. But I want this to be a satin stitch. I want it to be a totally different texture to the babby's head, the sling and the bows here. So I'm just going to tell this stop, and I'm going to take a line to the end of the beak and then do I want to use digitized blocks? No, I think in this instance I will use the digitized closed shape again, and I will ask for Phil to wake up and keep it on satin. And then I invade that bottom part of the beak. Okay. Ah, it has now come in. 0.44, that's fine. Right. Add stitch angles. That's that. Now I'm going to tell it carve, because this is still too wide and we have got the split stitch.